How? How not to give a damn. That's the topic for this evening. Good evening, everyone. Welcome to another episode of Complicate Life, where we talk about coconuts, the universe, and everything else in between. I'm Douglas Complicate, and over the next 60 minutes, I will attempt to talk about how not to give a damn, and any other questions that may come up. And it's going to be from my reality box, from my point of view, from my experience. And I hope that in sharing my perspective, my experience, my reality box, that it will create expansion for all of you as well, in whatever way it may. Okay, you can disagree with me. That's okay. I don't give a damn. Anyway, let's see. Let's see who's online today. Tran Lei, good evening. Ace Indo, Teng In, Tao Tao, Duk Tuan, Honey, good evening. Let's see. Tramboi, Kim Feng, Julie. Good evening, everyone. Nice to see all of you here. And I will dive right into the first topic of the evening, which is how not to give a damn. Okay, ... Anyway, whether we give a damn or not, it's a response, right? Whether you give a damn or not is a response. It's a response to something that's happening, or it's an attitude towards something that's happening. But whatever it is, whether you give a damn or not, only matters, okay, or it's only relevant if there's something happening, okay. So giving a damn or not is a response, okay, and I guess giving a damn means that it matters, okay, it matters, and not giving a damn means I don't care, okay, in other words, okay. So when would you care and when would you not care? Okay, so the question is how not to give a damn. So should we not give a damn? Should I not give a damn to everything? Or should I not give a damn when sometimes I give a damn and I shouldn't give a damn, and but the way I'm seeing it is when how not to let something affect me, okay, and that things that happen and then it impacts us, okay, there are things that happens and then it impacts me, and sometimes it may impact me in such a way that doesn't work for me, okay, it gets in the way, okay, it messes my mind, it messes my emotions, it messes my life, okay, and it shouldn't, and it shouldn't, right? And so how do we do that? How do we make things not matter so that it doesn't disrupt life? So there are a few ways that I look at it, okay, and the first way that I look at it is okay. So before I talk about whether it matters or not, so things happen, and then whether it matters or not really depends on what that thing means to us. Okay, what's our relationship with that thing? Okay, so that thing could be a friendship, a relationship. That thing could be something someone says. That thing could be events that occur that has nothing to do with me. Okay, like for example, war. Okay, how should I care? Should I care about wars that are not happening in my country? Okay, if the war is happening to somewhere else in the world, should I give a damn? Okay, or not? What if it's things happening to other people? Should I give a damn or not? If I see if I'm walking, okay, I'm happily walking, I'm walking down the road, and then I see something happen to someone else. Okay, I can mind my own business, okay, and say it doesn't matter because it's none of my business. Or should it matter to me? Should I give a damn or should I not? Right? If someone is being robbed, someone holding a knife, okay, there's a robber holding a knife to someone, okay, on the side, and then walking along, then I see, oh no, robbery going on. So should I give a damn? Or should I not? Should I just pretend I didn't say continue walking? Because if I see, then the whoever's holding the knife, okay, might come after me and say I have to run. So maybe I should mind my own business, right? Okay, so I think there are so many situations where I have to decide. Okay, I have to decide whether or not to make it my business or not. Okay, that's number one. Okay, I have to decide whether it matters to me. Okay, that I need to who and that comes from me knowing who I am. Okay, knowing who I am, meaning what is it that I value? Okay, what is it that I value that then becomes part of the response I create, okay, to address the situation. Okay, if I am walking along and I see a robbery going on, and I pretend, okay, for safety reasons, okay, I don't, okay, or don't bother, okay. I can call the police, right? I can pick up the phone and say, hey, there's a robbery going. But you know, by the time something happens, it's too late. Okay, it's either I choose to do something or I don't. Okay, I choose to do something, which means go and rescue the person, or go and fight the person who's the robber, or I don't. Okay, by the time I call someone, it may be too late. So I need to decide, who am I? Okay, who am I, Douglas? Okay, in the different situations. Okay, in the different situations, should it matter to me or not? Okay, should I do something or not? Should I be affected or not? It's always a choice. Okay, it's always a choice, and being very, very clear about who I am, okay, is the starting point. Okay, because without being clear about who I am, and something happens, and then I have to start thinking about that. The thinking, okay, now there's so much to think about. Okay, should I risk myself to save someone, or should I not? Okay, what if it's not a robbery? What if someone is in danger? Okay, someone is in danger, and I can save that person. I can jump in to save that person, but by doing so, I put myself at risk. Okay, or I don't. Okay, if I value my own safety, then the other person dies. Okay, I think we had a similar question. One of the live streams. Okay, save one person or five. Okay, so now it's like save yourself or save someone else. So I think for each of us, is different. I think for each of us, the way we respond to it is different based on really depending on who I am. Okay, and what matters to me in my life. So I can't say that that it's possible to not give a damn in many instances. Okay, especially when it doesn't matter to me, right? I don't need to be doing this live stream. Okay, I could be doing something else. I could be sleeping. I could be eating. I could be doing a host of other things besides this live stream. But why am I doing this live stream? Because it matters to me. Okay, because it matters to me for the impact that it's creating. So I give a damn. Okay, so I give a damn, and I can't say that it doesn't. I can't say I don't want to do this. Okay, so that's the next part, which is the knowing. Okay, if I don't know, if I don't know, okay, that's why they say ignorance is bliss. So stay ignorant, don't see anything. What you okay, see no evil, hear no evil, do no evil. This is thing, right? Okay, as long as you don't know about it, then it doesn't matter. So a lot of people want to pretend that don't know too much. Okay, don't know too much, because if you know too much, then there are a lot more things to think about. Okay, so this thing called self-awareness. Okay, this thing called self-awareness is a double-edged sword. Okay, the more you know, the more things matter. Okay, and the more things matter, okay, then you learn, you start to expand your reality box, and as you expand your reality box, then then you know more, and then even more things matter. Okay, and then there are so many things that you need to give a damn about. So actually, not to give a damn is a tough thing to do when it matters. Okay, at the end of the day, I think, to me, how do I thrive? How do I continue to thrive forward? Okay, and there's always a balancing act. Okay, there's always a balancing act between chaos and order. Okay, our life exists as chaos. Okay, the universe exists as chaos. Okay, that's the nature of things. Everything is in chaos. Okay, when we are born into this life, we are born into chaos. Okay, it's a mess. Okay, then we got to figure things out. Okay, we look for order. Okay, we look for order in the chaos. Okay, in all the mess, we figure things out. Okay, and then we either look for order or we create order. Okay, but the thing is, we don't go into order. Okay, we never ever go into order. Okay, all we always do that we can only do, okay, is to maintain, okay, is to maintain the boundary, okay, between order and chaos. And this boundary that we're maintaining between chaos and order, okay, is a fine balance. Okay, we cannot go into order, because if we go into order, then nobody's maintaining the boundary. So we are always there. Okay, at any point in time, it's always about moving forward. Okay, and I guess it's not a matter of whether giving a damn or not. Okay, it's a matter of what life looks like. Okay, it's a matter of being resilient. Okay, how to live to fight another day. Okay, and I guess to me is always not knowing. Okay, and it's always being able to live with myself. Okay, every single moment I'm making a choice. Right? Every single moment I'm making a choice to do this or to do this, to do this or to do this, to rescue the person or to not. Okay, to mind our own business or to mind other people's business. Okay, then I evaluate. I need to evaluate, okay, based on who I am and how I see my life. Okay, I can mind my own business. I can don't give a damn, don't give a damn, don't give a damn, don't give a damn. Okay, then my life will turn out a certain way. No right, no wrong, no good, no bad. Okay, my life will turn out a certain way where I've closed my eyes not to see some things. Okay, that's number one. Then number two, okay, if I do go and rescue the person, right, or I make it my business. Okay, it doesn't have to be my business, but I make it my business. Okay, to respond to that thing or to do that thing. Then how do I not let it affect me? Okay, so that's where I'll look at committed and attached. Okay, I am committed to creating an outcome. Okay, I'm committed to saving the person from being robbed. Okay, I'm committed to teaching. Okay, I'm committed, whatever it is. Okay, we choose, each of us choose what we are committed to. Okay, so but the thing is, if I'm committed to it, just because I'm committed to it doesn't mean that I need to be attached to the outcome. Okay, so I'm committed. Okay, I'm committed to making sure that the person doesn't get robbed. That's commitment. Okay, will I succeed or fail? I don't know. So I cannot be attached to what happens. Okay, because if I'm attached to what happens, so I'm committed to making sure the person is not robbed. Okay, but if the person is robbed anyway, and because of my commitment, if I'm attached, okay, then I will beat myself up, okay, for not being able to save the person. Okay, example. Okay, but I may save that person, and then I might celebrate, congratulate myself, and then bask in glory, whatever it is. Okay, then that doesn't work either, because it doesn't matter. Okay, so for me is staying committed, okay, but not attached to the outcome. Okay, so that the outcome, whatever the outcome is, doesn't affect the next thing that I do. Okay, so every single moment, every single event is a different event. And every single moment, we get to choose to give a damn or not. That's all. How to deal with competition in love, such as when a third person appears, or when two parties have feelings for another person. Okay, so that means there's one person and two parties. Okay, and then the person has to choose, right? So choose. Oh my God. There are so many possible scenarios. Love everyone. Make everything possible. Why must it only be two? Okay, when there's love, when there is love, why must it only be two? Who says that it's got to be two? Why create a problem? Why create a problem? Okay, if there are two people together and the third person shows up, okay, then bring the third person in. What's the problem? What's the competition? Where's the competition? Okay, a relationship is when we get into a relationship, we don't own the other person. Right? We don't. We don't. You don't own the other person. The other person doesn't own you. Okay, so so my ideal relationship, which I talked about it, I think multiple times, are two people who come together, okay, who decide, who are perfectly okay on their own. They don't need each other. They don't need each other. Okay, and then they decide to come together, okay, to share with each other a part of their journey, okay, to whatever that looks like, okay, whether it's conversations, whether it's companionship, whether it's creating shared experiences. So you have two people, then they're happily going along, sharing, okay, and then third person comes along. Then what happens? Okay, and if what can possibly happen? Okay, third person comes along and gets along with one or two of their whatever it is. Okay, everyone is responsible for whatever is happening. Okay, if there are two people going along and the third person comes along, okay, then let's say this third person is attracted to one of these two. Okay, nothing will happen if these two don't care about the third person. No competition. Okay, but if these two people, the third person come along, okay, and this person is attracted to that person, okay, then what does it mean? Okay, does it mean that this less attracted to this person, that he will go and with the other person and leave this person, or still attracted to this person and also attracted to the other person? Okay, then if that's the case, okay, so if this person, okay, let's call him Tommy, Tommy and Jack, okay, Tommy and Jack are together, and then somebody else come along, Mark, Tommy, and Tommy and Mark likes Tommy, and Tommy likes Mark, okay, then does Tommy still like Jack? Okay, anyway, all those combinations, right? Then the only thing is they don't own each other. If Tommy likes Mark,
okay, and Tommy likes Jack, it's okay for Tommy to like Jack and Mark. Okay, then then Mark comes along, then now you have Tommy and Jack and Mark, okay, in a 3-person relationship. Okay, it's all about what you agree to do. Okay, it doesn't have to be a competition. Why does it have to be a competition? Okay, is love limited? Is it finite? Okay, I mean, loving one person means that you love another person less? So who says must be 2? Okay, and then let's say another person comes along, then you have 4, okay, 5, it doesn't matter. It only matters when we want to possess the other person exclusively. Okay, it's like you own, and then you cannot share. But it's not relationships. Relationships are not about ownership. We don't own anyone. Okay, and if let's say Tommy and Jack, okay, Jack is unhappy. Okay, Jack is unhappy that Mark likes Tommy and Tommy likes Mark. Okay, then too bad. Then if they like each other, what can Jack do? Okay, Jack cannot tell Tommy not to love Mark because love is love. Okay, then it doesn't work anymore. Then and if that creates drama, then what will happen if Jack creates drama with Tommy? Then the natural thing that will happen is that they will split up. So who creates the rules? Who creates the rules? Okay, I know this is uncommon, right? Okay, my point of view. But who creates the rules? Okay, it is more common than we think it is. Okay, but it becomes a problem. Okay, when we attempt to fit everything, okay, into a certain mold, okay, of what is acceptable or not. So to me, it's a matter of evolving. It's a matter of changing. It's a matter of looking at what works. Okay, and if the third party comes along and this two doesn't work anymore, okay, it will break up anyway, not because of the third party. Okay, and if another person comes along, they can break it up. Okay, that will say break up. That'll say break up, which means the relationship wasn't strong enough in the first place. Because if the relationship was strong enough that it cannot be interfered with the third person, and these two people agree that, okay, we're going to be exclusively in a 2-person relationship, okay, without a third person coming in, a third person comes in, and then they say, no, it's not possible, okay, then those are the rules that these two people have to create for themselves. Okay, but rules can also change because we evolve. Okay, if the rules that I make today, okay, may make sense because I make the rules today because of who I am today. Okay, 1 year later, okay, I might have different experiences. I might see things differently, and then I need to review the rules. Okay, whether or not, okay, we continue to have these rules or we change the rules. Okay, and if we change the rules, does everyone accept the new rules? If not, then it doesn't work anymore. Okay, so I think that the problem always, okay, when there's jealousy, when there's envy, when there's possessiveness, when there's dependency, okay, to me, not good or bad, okay, unhealthy. Okay, unhealthy. Okay, if all those things exist in the relationship, okay, I think it's unhealthy. Okay, to me, is always having the conversation. Always having the conversation. It's always about what you give a damn or not about. Okay, and then you just and then each person in the relationships have to make choices. Okay, but I say a lot of people want to be nice people and they don't want to choose. They don't want to make choices which are difficult. Okay, then they just allow things to happen and then chaos happens. Okay, because they're not willing to say the truth. They're not willing to say what it is for them. Okay, just keep quiet. Okay, and keep quiet, okay, things break down. So to me, it's about evolution, evolving, okay, always staying in communication, always telling each other,
And at some point in time, if it doesn't work anymore, then it doesn't work anymore. Okay, hanging on to something that doesn't work anymore doesn't make sense. Let go. Let go so that something new can be created. Okay, when we hold on to things that don't work anymore, when we're unhappy in relationships, and continue to be unhappy in relationships, too bad. No, I tell you, too bad. Okay, it's you chose your misery. You chose to be a victim. Okay, I have no sympathy. Every single moment we get to choose whether that's acceptable to us or not, whether it works or not, and then we create. Okay, what do you choose to create? What do you want? What do you want? How to ask a high quality question? Practice. How do you know whether a question is high quality or not? How do you know? Okay, how do you know whether a question is high quality or not before you ask the question? You don't. You can't, right? You can't. Okay. The only way to know is from experience. And where do you get experience from? From practicing. Okay. But are all questions, even if you're experienced, are all questions that you ask high quality questions? No, cannot. No guarantee. Okay. But how do you know? How do you know a question is high quality or not? Depends on the answer that you get. if the answer that you get is a low quality answer, then you've just asked a low quality question. That's all. Okay, and if you get a low quality answer, then it's okay. I ask, okay, if I get a low quality answer, okay, then I know I've asked a low quality question. If I get a stupid answer, okay, I know I've asked a stupid question. That's what happens, right? When I ask, it's raining, so it's raining, right? And then I turn to my friend. I say, "Hey, is it raining?" What kind of question? so it's raining, and then I'm with my friend, and my friend, "Hey, is it raining?" I say, "No, the sky is crying." Of course it's raining. What do you think it is? No, God is peeing. So how do you know? How do you know that you've asked a good question or not? What's the answer? What's the answer that you get? If the answer you get is a stupid answer, then you just know, okay, you ask a stupid question. Okay, again, it's good, okay, stupid or good, high quality, no good, bad quality. It's not right or wrong, good or bad. It's just funny, depending on the response that you get. Okay, but if you ask a question, and then you get an amazing answer, Okay, guess what? Because you asked an amazing question. How do you know? Practice. Okay, it gets easier. It gets easier. Okay. How to maintain a good relationship with parents and family members when we are mature and have your own lives? What's the problem? What's the problem? If you are mature, okay, means grown up. Okay, I'm assuming. Okay, so you're grown up enough to be self-aware, to be able to make your own decisions, to be able to live your own life, and then what's the problem? What's the problem? Why is there a need to maintain? So looking at the question and the answer, right? So I'm giving an answer based on the question. Okay. So what's the problem? Okay, are you saying that when you are grown up and you're living your own life, that you will not have a good relationship with your parents, and so therefore you need to maintain that good relationship with your parents and family members? Does it, I mean, is that what the question is? And if that's the question, it means that if you don't maintain that good relationship with the parents and family members, that the relationship will not be good because you're now grown up and living your own life. Which what has changed? What has changed? Does it mean that when before you are mature and grown up, okay, you had a good relationship with your parents because of you were just listening to what they were telling you, and then now you're grown up and then you are doing your own thing and no longer in alignment with what they are telling you, and therefore the relationship is not good, and now you need to maintain the relationship. So usually when we need to maintain something, it means that there are forces that's making it break down, right? If on its own, okay, if a relationship on its own naturally is good and vibrant and thriving, there's actually very little that we need to do, because whoever we are, whatever we are already doing, okay, is keeping that relationship at that high, good, thriving, amazing level. Okay, but if whoever we are, and whoever each of us are, okay, in that relationship, and whoever we are being and whatever we're doing is okay, causing the relationship to deteriorate, then we need to put in extra energy or things. We need to do things differently in order to bring it up again. Okay, which could be what I call taboo zones or no-go zones. Okay, meaning you know that there are sensitive things, topics with other people, and when you're with those people, you don't talk about that thing, because if you talk about that thing, okay, you will get into upsets and arguments and drama will happen, and then after that you just get drained. What a waste of time. Okay, nothing. Okay, it just drains everyone, and it's bloody waste of time. Okay, and then and so the maintenance is to, okay, let's don't talk about it. Okay. So there's a problem, right? Okay, there's a problem with the alignment. Okay, if you need to maintain something, means it's off somewhere. There's something that's wearing it out. So it's a liability. Okay, there's something that's happening that's a liability, and it's draining the relationship. So you can pretend, okay, and avoid. You can avoid the things, okay, that will create the drama, and just live at a superficial level. Okay, I'm not saying that it's good or bad. Okay, it's a way. Live at a superficial level. So you just, when you meet your family members and parents, you just talk about happy things. You talk about happy things. You talk about things that will keep the relationship going nicely. But you know deep down inside, okay, this sucks. But you do it, right? You do it for the sake of the relationship, okay, by avoiding certain things, by saying things that people want to hear, by sharing news that's acceptable. And then after that, when you are out living your own life, then you do something different. Okay, you do things that you never tell them, because if you tell them, you create drama. It's a choice. It's always a choice. Okay, the kind of life we want to live. And I get we can't change the other people, okay, right? Then the only thing we can change is ourselves. Okay, then it just creates a certain type of life. Okay, that good relationship despite the underlying things, or you trash it out. Okay, you trash it out. Okay, you come to resolution. Okay, and I get that it's not always possible. Okay, we can't change our parents. We can't change our parents. Okay, they have their own reality box. we can't change our other family members. Everyone has their own reality box. Then we just need to make a choice to decide, okay, how much of our reality box that we want to share or not share, and to create a certain type of life. Okay, so here's where I guess you can don't give a damn, be committed but not attached, and just live your own life. And just be nice. And just be nice. So difficult, right? Life is so hard. Life is so hard. That's why you need to be prepared. That's why Resilience Blueprint, okay, is a 2-day program you need to attend to be prepared. Okay, and know that there are seasons, okay, there are cycles that life happens, and then there are reasons, triggers, okay, and then be able to handle those things that life throws at you. Why is it hard for me to be vulnerable with other people? It's hard because you want to keep up appearances. It's hard because it doesn't feel safe. Okay, we put on a smile. Okay, I question this close friends thing. Okay, I really question this close friends thing. Okay, if it is not possible to be vulnerable with close friends, they are not close. They are not. Okay, change it. Okay, that's my reality box. Okay? Close friends are people that I can be myself with, okay, because it is safe to be myself with them. That's what close friends are to me. Okay, if it's not, and if I don't feel that safety with anyone, I will never ever consider that person a close friend. So if it's hard to be vulnerable with other people, other people is I can understand because may not be safe. Okay, you don't wear your heart on your sleeve with anyone because it may not be safe. You might get hurt more because it's not safe. Okay, and that's what close friends are supposed to provide: safety. That we need to feel safe is a relationship that feels safe and comforting. Okay, friends are safety. But if that's not it with these friends, I'm sorry, they're not your close friends. Go and look somewhere else. Go and look somewhere else. These are not your close friends. These are just, I don't know what they are. I don't know what they are. Is it only when people suffer to the extreme that they're willing to change? I think so, yes. That's my answer. I think so, yes. That people will suffer before they're willing to change. Because pain, a little bit of pain is okay. A little bit of pain is okay. Okay, then slap a few times is also okay. Then cut off something. Suffer enough already, and then then you do something. Okay, I think we all have different thresholds. Okay, of denial, of avoidance, of pretending, of whatever it is. Sometimes we don't know. Okay, so actually sometimes we don't know what to do. Okay, we don't know what to do with the pain. We don't know what to do with the suffering. We don't know where to go. Okay, and I think that's one of the toughest things that humans can experience. Okay, having a problem and not knowing where to go or how to solve the problem. Okay, and sometimes the problems can be so overwhelming. Okay, but they don't know what to do. They don't know what to do. We can only change when we know what to do. Okay, we can only change when we know what to do, because change means from one state. Okay, we are in a certain state, and then we transition to another stage, another state. Okay, but if we don't know what another state is, then we don't know what to change. Okay, so that's where we continue to do the same thing over and over and over again, because we don't know what else to do. We only know what we know. We don't know what we don't know. Okay, and we don't know what we don't know that we don't know. Okay, and it will remain that way. It will remain that way even if someone suffers to the extreme. Okay, it will continue to remain that way until the person dies, if they don't know what to do. Okay, if you live in a box, okay, where you just experience suffering, and you don't know that there's another possibility, okay, you're not going to be able to do anything, okay, to change the state to get the other possibility. Okay, because they don't know. Okay, and the thing is, we don't learn everything. We don't learn a lot of things about life, especially. Okay, textbook knowledge, what you learn in school, doesn't solve any of life's problems. Okay, we think they do. We think they do. Okay, and one of the things we think is, okay, you make more money, you make more money, some of these things will be solved. Okay, it doesn't. Okay, you make more money and it still doesn't remain solved. But the knowledge that we have, that most people have, okay, it's about how to make money. Okay, it's not about how to solve life's problems. Okay, so then we go through life, okay, attempting to use money to solve problems, and then it doesn't get solved. Okay, more problems. Okay, then you use money to solve problems, it doesn't get solved. So the only thing that will change is if new knowledge comes in, or new awareness comes in, okay, that gives the person a different possibility. Okay, if all I know is how to do something a certain way, and it creates a problem for me, okay, I don't know that there's another way, then I'll continue to do it. Or sometimes when we speak to people who don't speak our language, okay, what do people do? They tend to talk louder. as if by talking louder that person will understand better. it doesn't work. It's like, as I say something to someone who doesn't understand, right? They say, do you understand? Okay, that person doesn't understand, right? Then I repeat the same thing. Do you understand? The person still doesn't understand. Then I repeat the same thing louder. Do you understand? Okay, the person still doesn't understand. Then we shout, do you understand? The person didn't understand in the first place. It's not. If we continue to do the same thing over and over again, the person is not going to understand anymore. Right? So the thing is, we don't know what we don't know, and we can't change until, okay, we get some information. Okay, we learn that, hey, maybe the person, until, okay, then my awareness would be, okay, instead of saying it louder, okay, I need to say it differently. Okay, but saying something differently comes from awareness, comes from knowledge that I can say something differently instead of saying something this way, okay, and realizing the person doesn't understand that I say it another way. Maybe the person doesn't understand the language, then I need to Google Translate and say it in the person's language. Okay, so in a way that works. But all this change can only happen if we know that there's a possibility of change, or there are things that we can change. And that comes from education. That comes from learning. That comes from expansion of reality box. That comes with openness. Change can only come, okay, with new information. Change cannot occur when the person cannot see different possibilities. Okay, and sometimes you suffer, okay, and still don't get. It's not a matter of whether willing to change or not. Don't know how to change. Just simply don't know. Okay, but if they know, okay, then it's whether they believe. Then the second thing is, if they know that actually can do something differently, then they need to believe whether it will do it, or it will work or not. Okay, that's the second thing. Okay, then there's a different thing. Okay, but sometimes, okay, the third scenario, sometimes people just want to stay victims. Sometimes people just want to stay victims because when they are a victim, other people will come and help them. Okay, they don't have to think, they don't have to change. They just cry when things happen, and then somebody comes along and says, "Oh, poor thing, let me help you." Okay, so we train the people around. Okay, we train everyone around us how to behave. Okay, if I am being a victim and people continue to help me in my victim mode, it's very easy. It's very easy, you know. It's very easy because I just pain, come and help me. Then everybody will come and help me. Pain, will come and help me. Okay, so I train people to come and help me as much as they train me to continue to be a victim. Okay, this is this is a thing that I joke with Anne all the time. Okay, when that time when she was struggling, and then I went to her. I could have said, "Oh, poor girl, don't cry. Okay, I know your husband was a bastard. Okay, you cheated and went. Okay, poor girl, don't cry. Okay, things will be okay." Okay, then I would have allowed her to be a victim. Okay, but the thing I have to buy ice cream. I buy ice cream. I was talking about this the other day. I buy ice cream because I want to eat ice cream. But because I want to eat ice cream and she's crying, so I buy ice cream for her also. Okay, I buy ice cream for her so that I can eat my ice cream and watch. Okay, if I was if there was popcorn, I'll buy the popcorn. Then I can just let her cry. Then I have have ice cream or popcorn to eat while she cry. Then she said, "Well, this person, she's going through cry already, so pain." Okay, and here I am, Douglas. Okay, laugh. Because I know that I cannot allow her to be a victim, and the only way, okay, for her not to be a victim is to choose not to be a victim. The only way the only thing I can offer to her, okay, is that, hey, things doesn't have to be this way. Okay, you are in control. You choose. If this doesn't work anymore, then what will you do? Okay, but if she was crying and in pain and a bitch about the husband, okay, she may feel better in that moment, okay, but I will be. It's what I call failed help. Okay, I will actually not be helping her. I would have fed her victim mode, her victim persona, and then she will realize that, when she's in struggle like that, okay, just call Douglas. Douglas will come and say, okay, don't cry, it's okay, bastard husband. And nothing will change. Okay, so it happens many ways. Okay, whether it's allowed, whether we allow it, whether we allow other people to suffer, okay, by helping them continue to suffer. We feed it. We are equally responsible when somebody is in pain. Okay, and whether willing to change. Okay, it doesn't seem to be willing to change because we're feeding it. As much as that person is pulling it. Okay, so it's knowledge, awareness. Okay, it is how we train each other. Okay, it is choice. Where do you read that from? which storybook? Men succeed by bravery, women succeed by luck. Oh my God. Which century are you living in? Okay. 21st century now, come forward. Stop reading those books. Rubbish. I don't have it that men are braver than women. Okay. And I don't think luck has anything to do with it. Okay, luck. I don't know what luck is. Okay, what's luck? Oh, it just happened to me. I am so blessed. Okay, the universe was just so supportive. Okay, it gave me. Everyone succeeds by being responsible. Okay, everyone succeeds, okay, by choosing, making decisive choices. Okay, everyone succeeds by making mistakes and making corrections. Okay, everyone succeeds, okay, by staying committed. Okay, everyone succeeds by a lot of reasons. Everyone succeeds, okay, by being the best of who they are. Everyone succeeds by utilizing their talents. Everyone succeeds because they're motivated by the thing that they're motivated by, regardless of whether you're a man or a woman. Okay, and if courage or bravery is involved, then everyone succeeds because they have an equal amount of it or not. Okay, when we say luck, okay, luck is justification. Okay, it is saying that, oh, I didn't do that. Okay, someone or something or a higher force or whatever it is did it for me, and that's why I was successful. Okay, rubbish, utter rubbish. Okay, we create our lives. Okay, because it's very easy to say, oh, I didn't succeed because I was not lucky. Luck was not on my side, so it's blame. I blame luck. Luck was not on my side. That's why I was not able to get to the result that I wanted because I was unlucky. Women can say, oh, I'm not a man, so I don't have the courage or the bravery to do it. Okay, utter rubbish. Okay, lay blame, justify, powerless, victim mode. Okay, when we find reasons like that, okay, I'm not a man, so I don't have the courage. Okay, I'm not a woman, I don't have the luck. We all have everything that we need to create whatever we want in our life, if we choose to be responsible and play from a position of power, to be motivated by the right thing that we're motivated by, to understand ourselves, okay, our fears, our needs, our emotions, okay, to leverage and tap on the talents that I've been given in this life to be able to solve the problems that I can solve in the best way that I can solve those problems. And for each of us, we are unique and different. And we have the power to create success or not. Nothing to do with bravery, nothing to do with luck, nothing to do with man or woman. That's all. Why do you feel happy? Why do I feel happy when other people make the same decision as me? Oh, because you feel that you're right. we all love to be right. We all love to be right. And when somebody else agrees with us, the mind goes, see, I was right. That's why they're agreeing with me. Okay, but when people don't agree with us, okay, most of the time we don't go to, oh, I may be wrong. Most of the time is why do you disagree with me? Because I'm right and you are wrong. that happens, right? Okay, we feel opposition. We feel opposition when people don't agree with us. Okay, we all want to be right. From each of our reality boxes, from my reality box, I'm always right because it is real. Okay, this is my life. Okay, and I cannot see somebody else's reality box. So when I see a differing opinion, when I see a differing point of view, okay, I see conflict. Okay, which is clashing, which is challenging. What does that mean? Okay, when someone has a differing view, okay, it means that person's reality box is challenging my reality box. Okay, when I'm being challenged, okay, there's this thing that's called cognitive dissonance that occurs. Okay, what I believe to be true and my experience of it. Okay, what I believe to be true and my experience of it, if it's not aligned, it creates this situation where I have cognitive dissonance. Okay, it doesn't match. Okay, and in all our reality boxes, we need things to match. What we believe about something equals to our experience of it. Okay, if I believe something to be sweet, I taste it is sweet. Okay, so my experience of that thing that I believe, for example, I believe this food is sweet. That taste it, experience is sweet. Okay, so it's no problem. Okay, but if I believe this thing to be sweet and I taste it, then it's sour, bitter, whatever it is. Okay, it's not. So my experience doesn't match. Okay, what my belief of it. Okay, then now there is cognitive dissonance. Okay, and humans are very, very uncomfortable with this mismatch, and then we two things will happen. Okay, we will justify it and say, okay, maybe this is a strange thing, and or it's a strange thing, and that thing is wrong. Okay, maybe it's gone bad, whatever it is. That's why it tastes different. Okay, either I do that. Okay, so that I can bring my experience back that this is a strange experience, or okay, whatever that taste is, I shift my belief. I shift my belief to embrace this new experience. If I believe that relationships are rosy and you are in honeymoon and you are in love and things are so nice, and then I get this was my belief, right? Because I watched all the movies that had that about love and how love happens and happily ever after, and then I get into into a relationship and it's everything. Okay, it's not what I learned, or it's not what I believe is in a relationship. Okay, I believe a relationship should be two people. Okay, I really believe in that relationship two people. Then I get into an experience of a relationship, and this person wants to have a third person, a fourth person, fifth person. All that. Oh no, something is wrong. Okay, so there's a clash between my belief and my experience. Okay, so either I get out, okay, because this experience doesn't match, or I change my belief, okay, to match that experience. Okay, so that there's alignment again. Okay, I change my belief that maybe relationship can be more than two people. Okay, so I shift, okay, to match the experience. Okay, but if we go into, we have a belief and then we get an experience that's the same. Okay, so we say something or make a decision, and then we are with people who also agree with that. Okay, so the experience, okay, so of the belief. Okay, so where the belief and the experience is it match, it feels good. It feels good. Okay, but if I have a belief about things should be a certain way, and then somebody else has a belief that things has to be another way, and then we collide. Okay, then it's gone off. then we need to tweak. Okay, either change the belief or change the experience. Okay, and it takes work. It takes work to, you want to shift your belief, then you need to learn more. Okay, educate, create bigger, expand the reality box, learn something different. Okay, it takes effort. It takes a tremendous amount of energy. Okay, but the result of that is expansion. Okay, see things you've never done before, get things you've never had before, because you believe things you never believed before. Okay, so don't stay too happy. Don't stay too happy when people are agreeing with you all the time. Okay, because when people agree with us all the time, right, then we're just staying within a certain reality box. It's when there's disagreement, okay, which creates struggles and upsets and obstacles and problems. That's when we experience expansion. That's when we know that somebody else has a different reality box. And if we embrace that, we all expand, experience expansion. Okay. Thank you all for your 60 minutes. Today was very funny. Thank you all for your 60 minutes. I'm forever grateful, forever grateful, okay, for all the 60 minutes every Thursday. Okay, and I made some of the questions funny, okay, but okay, nothing personal intended, okay, and I hope that in all that you've seen a different perspective as well. So thank you all for being here. That's all, folks. See all of you next week. Kampung Kid out.